Hello guys, this is Dave, welcome back to my channel. Today we're continuing behind the scenes of episode 4, and this week episode 2 actually comes out on Sunday, so I need to actually bring this episode of behind the scenes out earlier than I normally would. It's basically going to be on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, and I will get it through the upload, so then on that evening when the episode itself is released, you haven't got like the episode and the behind the scenes, so you know they both have their own time to shine, I suppose. So what we're going to do this week is we're going to show the new figures that I have. I haven't finished them all, but I have 2 finished and a third one on the way. Well, a fourth one is being painted, and then we just have 1 left. And I shall show them in a minute. We have to film scene 3 and 4, which will then lead into the really big scene of scene 5 and scene 6, which are, you know, they're called scene 5 and scene 6, but they basically are just one scene. But it's a big one. I might as well just call it scene 5. And scene 5 is a big scene, and it's the majority of the script. So we need to really get rid of all of this stuff, all of the setup stuff, today or this weekend, so then we can carry on with the biggest scene I've attempted in a week next week. So last week we showed this character who has not had anything changed to him yet, but I showed him last week. He's the policeman. He's got covered in blood. He's got 1 leg that's cyber, 1 hand, and his head's all scarred up. The new character that was finished on Sunday is very much more like a Cyberman. It is this guy who has had the same sort of treatment, but his head has a slice taken out of it. He's also he's a pretty cool figure, and I quite like him. His movement is restricted at the minute, but luckily they won't have to move much in the script. But you know, so it looks a bit like that. I just realised that obviously it was completely unfocused before. There you go, that's that figure. And then the next figure is almost done. It's just the painting on his face is not finished, like obviously can't touch his head. But he's this guy, and he has got like thread coming from his legs which need to be cut shorter, and his face is part metal, part human. The next person we're working on has the... I don't know why I'm speaking while off the camera. The next person we're focusing on is this guy, this girl. So she wears this old Iron Man, the Mark 1 helmet, and she has mostly, yeah, well, I've painted her basically skin for now, and it's sort of roughly painted. By choice, and that's what I say. And then it's going to have some silver on it, and it will have the same sort of stuff as the other characters, and the legs will be blood stained and a bit silver in some places as well. Which then only needs 1 more figure left after this one, which is dubbed No Eyes, because I made bags for all of them, and this guy's called No Eyes. I did the head, and I showed the head last week, but I shall show it again, this time inside of the bag. You kind of get an idea, but the sun's blocking it. But we need to actually film the rest of this scene, so let's cut to that. So I filmed the whole thing, I filmed the whole scene of scene 3 in 1 day, because I failed for 2 days to film any of it. So therefore Wednesday I was like, right, I need to finish the scene, do it from beginning to end, did it all in 1 day. And therefore now we're on scene 4 for the rest of the week. And as the episode itself, episode 2 is coming out this Sunday, it's important that what I do comes out before the episode itself comes. So the behind the scenes video needs to come out before this. The behind the scenes video needs to come out before the actual episode itself. Therefore, I want to put it out Saturday, and then the episode on Sunday. It's currently Wednesday, and I've just done half the filming. So that's not the best thing. And I moved the set around, so it doesn't normally look like this, but I wanted to do a sort of Wes Anderson sort of set, so it was symmetrical, and these signs were on either side, and they have the company name on them. These signs were on either side, and it looked alright. And then the lighting has been a bit of a pain though in this episode, because when you've got these smaller closed sets, the lighting can bounce off walls, and you find out that your hand's in the back of a shot, and things like that. So I've actually put a timer on, and every time that it does that, I move my hand really quickly, so it hopefully doesn't show up. Okay guys, so that is the end of behind the scenes this week. Next week we're gonna finish off the scene that I haven't finished, scene 4, and then we're gonna do scene 5, which is the final scene of the episode. So we're definitely on schedule. It's a shame that I can't actually finish the scene this week. It's because of the episode 2 coming out tomorrow. It means that I want to do behind the scenes Saturday, and then episode on Sunday, so therefore there's no behind the scenes tomorrow. And if I film the episode tomorrow, then it's late, so it'll have to go into next week. And upon realising this, I realised that I had to film an outro to this video and explain what was going on. I should do the figures that have been painted throughout the week. They will be done during this weekend as well, and they will also be shown to you next time in the next behind the scenes as we begin to film as we film all of scene 5, to hopefully wrap everything up the scene wise, and then I can do maybe a week of wrap up stuff. So I explain some stuff that I had to skip over because I simply didn't have room for it in an episode, and then we'll probably go on a bit of a break from the series for a few weeks as episode 5 is written, and post-production can begin on these 2 episodes. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. I really want to do some more interesting stuff with this series, because I feel like it might get stale after a while, so I really want to keep it entertaining, I really want to keep it busy, and I really want them to be more bite-sized, and I'm not helping doing that by talking all the way through it. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to give a like, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.